Just gotta say though, MrBeast thinks that like thumbnails are irrelevant.
Of course, because it autoplays so quickly. So like the thumbnail is irrelevant.
To him, it's gonna be fine. You could have like the worst thumbnail ever or just a clip from your video and still get a good amount of views. For like people like myself as a small YouTuber, they matter. The guy who made that video talking about yes and no answer is very discriminatory to those who actually try their best with thumbnails and actually get views. What I'm saying here, it's just dumb to think that thumbnails are irrelevant. They're very important if you want to gain traction and try your absolute hardest with every video that you post on your channel. I had a history of not even having good thumbnails or even the lack thereof. So I never had the experience when I first started back in 2017. And now, look at me 6 years later, I'm trying my best to get better every day. So yeah, regardless of what happens, if you're popular or not, thumbnails can enhance your videos. If you don't have a thumbnail and you're like MrBeast, so be it. But it would be nice if you did have a thumbnail for your video. So I guess what I'm saying is, the more thumbnails you have and the better they are, the more likely you're going to get views, subscribers, overall traction, and maybe even you get paid in the process. So it's very good to have these thumbnails in mind, especially when you're first starting out and you want to learn how to do thumbnails sometime before you start to get famous. Either way, that would be even better if you get thumbnails before you reach a certain amount of subscribers. I didn't even though, like I said, start until I actually reached over 100 or so. Then I really started getting those thumbnails in, and I actually enjoyed it, and I had the motivation to do more. Just remember the few things that I said. The more thumbnails, the more views, which in turn gives you more likes and subscribers and traction. More and more people in the world will view your channel because the video itself is very attractive. It's an astonishing video that has a great custom thumbnail pick for it, and it literally leaves viewers curious as to what you're doing. If you're not a YouTuber that really focuses on thumbnails like that, I highly recommend you do to get the best results in the long term. I know it's mixed for some people, but generally custom thumbnails are more likely to get a lot of traction and enjoyment. The videos I had in the past were just lucky, or they had something to do with the title. You just want to do more and more and more. If you stop doing thumbnails at a certain point, people will probably be like, oh, this video isn't really that attractive because there is no leading insight to it. So you want to have that thumbnail in every video that you can. Take a look at FaZe Rug, MrBeast, Eric, all those people, they do it. And I advise you to do it too for the best results. Yeah, you go, Jake. That is certainly how you convince your audience to do more with their videos. Yep. You just want to make sure that despite with what your video may seem to be, you always want to have a thumbnail that reflects it. And that is going to increase the likelihood of people watching it and being curious, like I said, aforementioned, as to what the video is about. They'll be like, oh, this is a good video. I might have to try it because the thumbnail looks very enticing, and enticing indeed for most individuals who are more experienced with this stuff. But yeah, hopefully it leaves a lasting impression on you new YouTubers. And yeah, this is coming from a guy with over 400 subscribers, so I've had a fair share of experience.